The latest movie news and reviews to see or not to see.
In the lead up to the Avengers, which is set to be released on April 25th here in Australia, I'm taking a look back at the Marvel films that lead up to the superhero smackdown. Today I'm revisiting Iron Man 1 and 2. The first Iron Man film really reinvented the genre. Comic book films were becoming more and more mainstream, with films like Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman Begins, but creative liberties were being taken with the characters. Details and settings changed to make the characters more relatable to mainstream audiences. Then Marvel Studios took their own property into their own hands. Up until then, Iron Man had only ever sort of been a B-grade character. He was never really as famous as Spider-Man, the Hulk, or the X-Men. Then enter Robert Downey Jr., whose portrayal of Tony Stark cemented his place as one of this generation's top actors. Downey Jr.'s career and personal life almost modelled Tony Stark's in some aspects a little bit, and he's amazing in the role. The first Iron Man explores how Tony, a genius weapons inventor, is injured in an attack by his own weapons and invents the Iron Man suit to escape from his terrorist captors. Once free, he vows to stop making weapons, much to the displeasure of his business partner, Obadiah Stane. Tony upgrades his suit and goes about righting his wrongs, but Stane isn't going out without a fight. The special effects, acting and dialogue are all top-notch, all under the watchful eye of director Jon Favreau, who brings his own creative flair to this film. And of course, Iron Man marked the start of the now famous Marvel post-credit teasers, giving us our first tease of the Avengers. Then Iron Man 2 continues Tony's story, delving more into how he deals with fame after coming out as Iron Man at the end of the first film. The film really expands on the development of the character, now that the origin story is out of the way, but unfortunately, rather than expand upon the vast Iron Man universe, it simply puts the same characters in more dangerous situations. The film could easily be called a comedy. The funny lines come so naturally, you get the sense it would have been impossible to write this movie without the characters constantly throwing out witty banter. One of the major downfalls to Iron Man 2 is the bridging to the Avengers. There's far too much of it, and it really takes away from what could have been an even better film than the original. Thor and Captain America both did it so very seamlessly. However, in this movie, a lot of the connections feel really forced. In the Avengers, Tony Stark is taking on a consultant role, being deemed unfit for the Avengers initiative in Iron Man 2, but will he play a bigger role? It's not long till we find out. Iron Man 1 and 2 are both available on Blu-ray and DVD now, and The Avengers is in Australian cinemas on April 25th.
Check out more movie reviews online right now to seeornottosee.net.